She sent Jayne a message asking where she was and received a reply saying that she was in the broadcasting club about to reveal something to Eun-taek. Upon reading the message, Ho-rang immediately rushed to the broadcasting room. Ho-rang thought Jayne had told Eun-taek everything, so the moment she entered the room, she angrily reprimanded her. However, Jayne put on a pitiful act, hoping to make Eun-taek misunderstand Ho-rang. Seeing the situation escalate, Eun-taek couldn't stand it anymore and intervened, explaining that he and Jayne had only been discussing work. He then scolded Ho-rang for her constant absence over the weekend before asking Jayne to leave. Afterward, Eun-taek questioned Ho-rang about why she had been avoiding everyone. Ho-rang, unwilling to answer. Then, she quickly left and caught up with Jayne, dragging her into an empty classroom. There, she demanded to know what Jayne was trying to do. Jayne finally revealed her true feelings. She had started all of this because Ho-rang had ignored her first. Back in school, she had once approached Ho-rang to greet her, but Ho-rang had coldly ignored her in front of their classmates, which led to Jayne being mocked and isolated. From that day on, Jayne saw Ho-rang as a hypocrite. Now, she wanted Ho-rang to experience what it felt like to be abandoned. She ordered Ho-rang to quit the broadcasting club and distance herself from her friends, making her taste the pain of isolation. As if that weren't enough, Jayne then threatened her, claiming that she had a video on her phone. If Ho-rang refused to comply, she would make the footage public. Meanwhile, her friends were worried because they couldn't reach her. So-hyun went to Eun-taek and informed him that Ho-rang had disappeared, but Eun-taek remained calm, saying he was simply waiting for Ho-rang to come to him and reveal the truth herself. So-hyun, noticing the sorrow in Eun-taek's expression, reassured him that Ho-rang would eventually tell him everything. At that moment, Ho-rang was hiding nearby, watching the messages of concern her friends were sending in the group chat. She wanted so badly to reply, yet because of Jayne's threats, she felt she had no choice but to silently withdraw from the broadcasting club and distance herself from her friends. On the other side, the broadcasting club's routine meeting began. Eun-taek glanced at Ho-rang's empty seat, feeling strangely uneasy. Jayne, pretending to be casual, asked about Ho-rang's work, but Eun-taek calmly responded that he had given Ho-rang another assignment and had no intention of making her leave. This answer visibly displeased Jayne. At that moment, a classmate suddenly noticed that Ho-rang had exited the broadcasting club's group chat. Almost simultaneously, Eun-taek received a message from Ho-rang. The moment he saw the content, he immediately got up and left to find her. On his way, Jayne stopped him and revealed that Ho-rang had only joined the broadcasting club to uncover the identity of the person who had been submitting certain stories. Then, Jayne confessed that she was the one who had written both of those stories. She claimed that she had been bullied by Ho-rang in the past and had lived in its shadow ever since. Seeing Ho-rang now living her life as if nothing had happened filled her with rage, which was why she wrote those stories, to vent her resentment. Hearing Jayne's words, Eun-taek couldn't help but recall the past. Ho-rang had asked about the broadcasting club's account multiple times, which made Jayne begin to suspect her. Meanwhile, Ho-rang returned to the classroom to pack her things and go home. Just as she was about to leave, So-hyun approached her with concern and handed her a piece of bread. However, Ho-rang, unwilling to accept the kindness, let go. Frustrated, So-hyun finally asked whether the rumors about her were true. Without hesitation, Ho-rang admitted that she was indeed the perpetrator of the bullying. Saying nothing more,